Okay, 36b. We're going to determine the piece of information that's missing here. So we want to, if we've got a geometric sequence that starts with 8, okay, and the sum of the first 6 terms, so the sum of the first 6 terms is 74,648. Find the third term. So, okay, we're going to find the third term, but that's after we get a little bit of information here. So we know that this bit of information here, now the piece that we don't know is R. You know, we might have looked for the third term in a different context here right away, but this sum is up to the first 6 terms. So I don't know. We're going to have to figure out what R is first. We're not going to be able to jump directly to that third term. That's going to have to be something we do later. So 74,648 is going to equal A times R cubed minus 1 over R minus 1. Oops, sorry. I was thinking of that last question there. It's actually R to the 6th. But we're going to end up solving this the exact same way here. We're going to go to this graphically, okay? So, and again, I'm going to come over here and I'll enter this in, and I'll show you in just a quick second here what it is I'm entering. So this will be 8 times bracket, and this will be x to the power of 6 minus 1 divided by bracket x minus 1. Press enter. Okay, and now I'm getting kind of a weird looking graph. Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's not a big deal. I'm going to come back down to that, the y equals, and I'm going to enter the 74,648. 74,648. Press enter. So it's going to graph it. Now I'm not going to be able to see it because my window settings won't allow that. So what I'm going to do here is make sure that I change my window settings. Specifically, I'm going to make the y coordinate bigger than that. So let's make it, I don't know, let's make it up to 80,000. Okay, hopefully this will put it, yeah, so there we go. So there's that point of intersection I'm looking for right there. And notice that's not very far over, and they never will be. We're not going to do stuff that requires you to go crazy far over. So this is actually relatively close. So we're going to look for the point of intersection. Okay, so I'm going to move this here. I'm going to put a left bound on it, move it over. Oops, it'll find a right bound, except it doesn't want to do that. And there we go here. And actually it's quite clear that the answer here is 6. So that our R value is 6. Now this doesn't actually answer the question, because the question for us was to find the third term. So what I've got to do here is figure out what the third term of the sequence is. So Tn, I've got to figure out the general term is going to be A times 6 to the n minus 1. That will be the general term of the sequence. And so now to put the 3 in there, 8 times 6 to the 3 minus 1. Okay, well, I mean, it's quite clear. 3 minus 1 is going to end up being the 2. Okay, so this is going to be 8 times 6 squared. Okay, so that's really just going to be 8 times 36, which is 288. And so that was the term that they were looking for, the third term.